हेलो एभ्रिवान, नमस्ते एन्ड वेलकम। डिकेपी अफिसियल युट्युब च्यानलमा यहाँहरूलाई स्वागत गर्न चाहन्छु। आज मिति 2081 12 महिना 7 गते क्लास 10 एसी को कम्पलसरी इङ्ग्लिस कोशी प्रदेशको कम्प्लिट मोडेल सोलुसन लिएर म उपस्थित भइसकेको छु। पक्कै पनि यहाँहरूको कस्तो भयो एक्जाम, आशा छ राम्रो भएको होला र पक्कै पनि यो भिडियोले यहाँहरूलाई केही यहाँहरूको एक्जाममा कतिसम्म मिलेछ भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ यहाँहरूले थाहा पाउनुहुनेछ भन्दै आजको भिडियो सेसनलाई म अगाडि बढाउन चाहे, जस अन्तर्गत प्रश्न नम्बर 1 मा रहेको छ रिड द टेक्स्ट एन्ड फिल इन द ग्याप विथ करेक्ट इन्फर्मेसन फ्रम द टेक्स्ट। प्रताप मल्ल was one of the most famous king of Malla dynasty. He constructed some magnificent and beautiful architecture structure around Kathmandu. The way he came to the throne is very interesting and controversial. At the same time, he had the experience of administration even when his father was alive. When his father Lakshmi Narsingha madness grew worse, he imprisoned his father and he himself ruled as a regent of his father in Kantipur. He was an able administrator. Kantipur was highly developed during his reign. Trade with Lhasa, Tibet was also going on well. By his tact, he was making the king of Lalitpur and Bhaktapur pelaginize each other. Sometimes he sided with Bhaktapur and posed a threat to Lalitpur. On other occasions, he aligned with Lalitpur and fell upon Bhaktapur. Read the answer of I. As a king of Kantipur, Pratap Malla built many artistic and magnificent structures in Kathmandu. II. Pratap Malla into the throne is interesting as well as controversial. II. His father's poor mental health made Pratap Malla rule as his regent. IB. During Lakshmi Narsingha reign, Pratap Malla became experienced in administration. B. Pratap Malla kept Lalitpur and Bhaktapur divided using his tact. 2. Read the following text and do the tasks that follow. Sarah and Jamie stood on their tiptoe and gave the card from their school to the tall man behind the counter of a farm. The man frowned and made a face. So you are looking for some oak, and who are you? I am Sarah. I am 12. This is my brother Jamie. He's 11. Shouldn't you be at school? We are on holiday and would like to earn some money and support our parents. The man lifted his hat and scratched his head. Working in the farm is a quite tough job for kids like you. I need somebody big and strong to work here, he said. There must be some work for us in this big farm. Could you please find one? Sarah pleaded. And right, let's see, do you know what a cabbage white is? The man asked. Yes, it is a beautiful white butterfly that lays its egg on cabbage, and those eggs change into caterpillar, answered Sarah. And do you know what the caterpillar do? They eat the cabbage leaves, shouted Jamie. Aren't you afraid of caterpillar? Asked the man. Not at all, retorted Sarah. Alright, so I think I have a job for you. Oh, thank you very much. And what is the work? They said. I want you to check every single cabbage in the garden and eliminate all the caterpillars, replied the man. A. Answer the following question. I. Sarah introduced Jamie to the farm owner. I. The kids need a job to earn some money and support their parents. I. The farm owner says the job is not kids because it requires someone big and strong. I. The kids thank the farm owner because he gave them a job. B. The kids should check every cabbage in the garden and eliminate all the caterpillars. B. Choose and copy the correct answer from the given alternatives. A. What does the frown fence of the farm owner indicate? Disbelief. B. According to the farm owner, who is suitable for the farm job? Strong man. C. Why were the kids not at school then? They had a holiday. D. Why did the farm owner scratch his head? To find a suitable farm work for the kids. E. What finally convinced the farm owner to give the job to the kids? They were not afraid of caterpillars. 3. Read the following text into the tracks. June 29, 2019, the editor, XYZ Online Kathmandu. Being a Nepali student and getting in touch with something related to our work and history is always fascinating and moving, especially when you are far from home for study or work. How do students build Kathmandu's water pipeline and let its road? June 12 and 13 online. I came in touch with the news from the paper official site and found myself overwhelmed when I read something so deeply researched about the overseas students and how they were related to Nepal. It is very rare when someone touches the matter of neglect minority groups and present it with true fact and asserts research. The newspaper education and contribution section and the reporters have done a commendable job. Newspapers play an important role in spreading messages to their readers much more than people realize. With the volume of countless readers this esteemed newspaper has, it is indeed exciting for us to have the contribution of overseas students recognized in our country, since it was highly relevant regarding the identity issue that we face when we walk along the street of Kathmandu. Even today we are chased by curious questions about who we are and about whether we are from the bordering country. Although we are Nepali, we are oftentimes asked about how we came to learn the national language by judging the color of our skin. This has been much appreciated, and I hope that you give steadiness to issues and stories usually sidelined, so that ignored contribution within Nepali like ours can be acknowledged by all. Abe Bantawa via email. A. Put the following sentences in correct order as they appear in the text. 1. B. The writer had read the news about the overseas student online. 2. IB. The news the writer had read was published in the education and contribution column of the online paper. 3. The writer thinks that the news he read has recognized the overseas student contribution in Nepal. 4. The writer complains that the overseas students are still searching for their identity in Nepal. 5. The writer asks the paper to write about other students and their contribution to B. Write true for true and false for false statement. The text is written as a response to the news published online on June 29 is false. Currently the writer seems to be living above true. The writer rejects the reporter's representation of truth about the overseas student false. According to the writer, people still doubt overseas student knowledge of the Nepali language is true. B. The text is an example of letter to the editor sent via email is true. 4. Read the text and do the tags. In the late 1600s, the Enlightenment swept through Europe, bringing with an explosion of invention and innovation. Although separated from Europe by the Atlantic Ocean, Sybilla Masters contributed to this outpouring of innovation. She was the first English colonist to receive a royal patent. Sybilla Masters was the mistress of prosperous household in Philadelphia. Philadelphia. Still, she made time to play with ideas on how to improve life in the colonies. Sybilla had watched native women pound corn with a mortar and pestle. Their method inspired her. Sybilla invented a corn gin that could do the same or with less human effort. In 1712, Sybilla sailed to London to get a patent for her invention. A patent is a document issued by the government that gives a person full right over their innovation. Because she was a woman who lived under the English practice of dependence on men, Sybilla could not apply for the patent in her own name. Instead, she submitted it in her husband's name. Thankfully, her husband was proud of her work and supportive of her effort. He insisted that she be listed as the true inventor in the government record. If he had not, her story would be lost to history. After receiving her patent, Sybilla and her husband sold the corn meal that her invention produced. They called this product Tuscarora rice. It was similar to the dish that people call grits today. The patent for the corn gin was not the only patent that she received in her lifetime. Sybilla also invented a method for weaving palmetto leaves together. She used this method to make hats, bonnets, and furniture. She received a patent from the English government for this method too. Sybilla was a very creative and productive inventor. Her ingenuity ensured her legacy as the only colonial woman to receive a patent from the English government. Answer. Match the meaning in column A with the word from the text in column B. A sudden outburst of something, explosion. A woman in a position of authority or control, mistress. Territories controlled by another country, colonies. Demanded something forcefully, insisted. The quality of being clever and inventive, ingenuity. The word submitted means does not have a match. B. Answer the following question. I. Who was the first English colonist to receive a royal patent? Sybilla Masters was the first English colonist to receive a royal patent. I. What inspired Sybilla's invention of the corn gin? She was inspired by native women pounding corn with a mortar and pestle. I. Do you think Sybilla's husband supported her? Give a reason. Yes, he supported her because he insisted that she be recognized as the true inventor in government records. IV. Why did Sybilla take a patent in her husband's name? Because as a woman, she was not allowed to apply for a patent in her own name under English law. B. How did Sybilla receive the second patent from the English government? She received the second patent for her method of weaving palmetto leaves to make hats, bonnets, and furniture. C. Fill in the gap with the correct information from the text. I. Despite living away from Europe, Sybilla was influenced by the European trend of invention and innovation. I. After making the corn meal, Sybilla went to London to apply for a patent. Sybilla's husband helped to maintain Sybilla's achievement history in government records. I.B. Sybilla and her husband produced the corn meal named Tuscarora rice. Sybilla was the only woman to receive a patent from the English government from the colonial background. 5. Write in about 100 words a recipe for food dish of your choice. Take help of following clue. name of dish, number of people to serve, ingredient and quantity, step by step, direction for cooking and way of serving. Answer recipe simple egg omelet. Serves 1 एकजनाको लागि. Ingredients 2 eggs, 2 tablespoon milk optional, salt and pepper to taste, 1 tablespoon butter or oil, 1 tablespoon chopped onion optional, 2 tablespoon chopped tomato optional, 2 tablespoon grated cheese optional. Instruction 1. In a bowl, beat the egg with milk, salt and pepper until oil mix. 2. Heat butter or oil in a pan over medium heat. 3. Add onion and tomatoes and saute for a few seconds optional. 4. Pour the beaten egg into the pan and spread evenly. 5. Cook for 2 to 3 minutes until the eggs start to set. 6. Sprinkle cheese if desired and fold the omelette in half. 7. Serve hot with toast or salad. Enjoy. 5. One of your friends has received the first prize in a speech competition organized by your municipality, rural municipality. You want to publish a message of congratulations in a newspaper. Write a formal message of congratulations in about 100 words using the clue given. Anushka Sherpa, the first prize in speech competition, hard work, discipline, oratory skill, happy and proud, congratulations, best wishes. Answer. Congratulations to Anushka Sherpa. We are delighted to congratulate Anushka Sherpa for winning first prize in the speech competition recognized by our municipality. Her hard work, discipline and excellent oratory skill have led her to this well-deserved achievement. Her dedication and passion for public speaking are truly inspiring. We feel extremely proud and happy for her success. May she continue to achieve greater heights in the future. Congratulations, Anushka. Wishing you all the best in your journey ahead. Best wishes. Your name, your school organization. 7. You became sick and met a doctor the day before. The doctor gave you some medicine and suggests that you should rest at time for 3 days. Write an application for leave in about 150 words to your class teacher, mentioning the reason for your leave, the duration and the dates you will be absent. Also assure your teacher that you will cover the course you miss in your absence. Your name, your class and section, school name, date. To the class teacher, school name, school address. Subject, application for leave. Respected sir, madam, I am writing to inform you that I have been unwell since yesterday. I visit the doctor who prescribed some medicine and advised me to take complete rest at home for 3 days from start date to end date to recover fully. Due to this, I will not be able to attend school during this period. I understand the importance of my studies and assure you that I will cover all the lessons missed during my absence by referring to class notes and discussing with my classmates. I kindly request you to grant me leave for these 3 days. I will resume my classes as soon as I recover. Thank you for your understanding, your sincerity, your name, your class and roll number. 8. Write a review of a film of your choice in about 200 words. Mention summary of the plot, strength and weakness in acting, visual and music. Also write why you recommend it to others. Answer. Movie review. 3 Idiots. 3 Idiots is a Bollywood film directed by Rajkumar Hirani, starring Amir Khan, R. Madhavan and Sharman Joshi. The movie revolves around the lives of 3 engineering students, Rancho, Farhan and Raju, who navigate the pressure of a strict education system. Rancho, played by Amir Khan, believes in learning rather than rote memorization, challenging traditional norms. The story followed their friendship, struggle, and dreams while delivering a powerful message about the flaws in the education system. The film is stand lie in its brilliant storytelling, humor, and emotional depth. Amir Khan delivered an outstanding performance as Rancho, while Boman Irani portrayal of the strict college director virus adds intensity. The cinematography beautifully captured the essence of college life and emotion, while the background score and song like All Is Well enhance the experience. However, some scenes feel slightly exaggerated, exaggerated in the climax, while emotional could have been more realistic. Despite this, the film successfully balanced comedy, drama, and social commentary. I have recommended Three Idiots because it is entertaining, thought-provoking, and inspiring. It encourages viewers to follow their passion rather than blindly chasing success. It is a must-watch for students, parents, and educators alike. 9. Repeat the following sentence as indicated in the bracket. I. The house looks expensive, doesn't it? Question tag. If the main sentence is positive, the tag is negative. I. Grishma went to the university statement. Remove the question from and use the simple past sentence. I. Where is Insarul's shop in the city center? Where question begin with the where and restructure the sentence. IB. Pemba had finished her assignment before her teacher arrived. Past perfect tense. Add plus past participle before another past action. B. The books have been kept on the racks by them. Passive voice. Object plus have been plus past participle plus by subject. BI. Mamata asks if there was a parking space. Indirect speech. Remove quotation marks sentence and use if for a yes no question. 10. Choose and copy the correct alternative given in the bracket in the text below. Rewriting of the text is not compulsory. Answer A. A general reference to a goal, so A is correct. B. In her car is the correct preposition for traveling by vehicle. C. Was going past continuous tense is appropriate for an ongoing action in the past. D. If she could drop me, indirect speech structure for polite request. E. Isn't there singular subject service required isn't there for the question tag. F. Was neither not take a singular verb. G. Because it explains the reason why the car was not working, as was badly injured. Singular. None of the widows required was badly injured. J. Would have. Third conditional. If plus past perfect would have plus past participle. J. Help made me is followed by the base verb. साथीहरु यहाँ कुनै मिस्टेक हुन सक्छ। यदि मिस्टेक छ भने कमेन्टमा कमेन्ट गर्नु होला। हामी कमेन्टबाट नै के गर्ने छौं त गलत कुराहरुलाई सच्याउने छौं। र यदि अन्तिमसम्म हेर्दाखेरि पनि तपाईहरुले टिकेपी अफिसियल युट्युब च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब गर्न भुल्नु भएको छ भने प्लिज साइडमा रहेको बेल आइकनलाई सब्स्क्राइब गर्न पनि नभुल्नु होला भन्दै आजको भिडियो सेसनलाई यही अन्त्य गर्न चाहन्छु। ओके, कीप लभिङ एन्ड कीप सपोर्ट। थ्यांक यू सो मच।